So hey guys, welcome yet again to another reaction video. For today's one, we're not going to be watching one of my usual reaction, or you're going to be seeing a reaction of my usual content, where it's a bunch of anime girls fighting to a bunch of evil men or villains and stuff. But today's one, we're going to be watching a death battle live currently right now, and it's going to be against the most famous two dogs, Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now, this is going to be going on live, currently live on Twitch, my Twitch channel, Mr. Lucky Luke. If you want to watch that one straight out live, here it is right now. But today, I'm going to be reacting to that one currently right now because this is probably one of my few times I want to see if anyone wants me to, watch those. And also probably good reason because you can see the logo is the one I used from the the last one, you can see. But yeah, so this is going to be based around versing two special dogs from the Cartoon Network show. Well, I know for sure Scooby-Doo is from Cartoon Network, but for Courage, I don't know much about him, really. Well, I do used to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog when I was little, but not so much now. So yeah, so we got two verses against them, and we're going to see who will be winning in a fight. Now, currently there's 60 minutes left, so you guys and girls are going to be watching, we're going to be waiting for at least a couple minutes here. So if there's things I don't want to include, I just might as well cut for the point until it's like straight off the bat 2 minutes left. So give it a heads up. Now, I don't know too much about fighting each other. Like, these two dogs are mentally supposed to be just cartoon dogs. So technically, they're not even supposed to fight. But for some reason, Death Battle decided to make these two fighters just have a 1v1 section. Now, I want to disclaim people before we're going to head straight off the bat. Death Battle is not really much of a child-friendly show, so this video might contain some blood, swearing, and some of the stuff including. But this is a very special show for me because this one has some interesting features that you need to understand. Because this one not only has the knowledge for each two characters, like they'll be analyzing armor and skill, and you're probably going to hear some of the stuff from the intro. So basically, these two will be versing each other, and they're going to talk about how well these two are, how strength they are, how strong they are, how fast they are, how smart they are, all the stuff. And they're going to be talking about the entire thing. So you people are going to be deciding which one of these dogs are going to be winning in a fight to the death. Well, sometimes they do fight to the death, and sometimes, well, there's not much of a death included. So you people are going to have to pick your decision whenever you feel like to. So we have Scooby-Doo versus Courage. So my theory is straight out the bat that Courage is gonna win because I've actually already watched one of the people already explaining some of the YouTube channel that Courage has lived a lot longer, a lot better. He survived multiple things better than Scooby-Doo because, well, let's face it, Scooby-Doo is one of the most favorable dogs than Courage, and he's a really more of an enjoyable dog than Courage. But to my surprise, I actually even looked it up on Courage the Cowardly Dog, and he actually has to be surprisingly tougher than Scooby. So I feel like so far, I think Courage is gonna win this battle. But the reason not because of that. It's because, well, we all know that Scooby was a favorable dog, and we all know that Scooby has like the potential we all wanted to pick on. But I think they just want to trick you and just want to pick Courage because, well, technically these two are both far the most cartoonish dog, but in my eyes, I've been seeing a lot of people kind of going with Courage the Cowardly Dog as a winner, so I'm still voting for Courage for now, at least, until they are resuming with the battle. So so far, I know is Scooby is from the Mystery Gang, who is basically the mascot of obviously the Mystery Gang, where they including the main characters, Fred, the basically like you could say the leader, Daphne, well you could say her little bit of a relationship going on. They kind of like have a little thing with each other. Velma, the smart one, Shaggy, well the clumsy one, but also Scooby's best friends. And basically they just go around to a bunch of places, solve mysteries, and basically just trying to solve who's behind the mask. And with surprisingly, Scooby is there to just be Scooby. Then we got Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is a dog who was raised by an uncle, old people, or two of the this granny and this grandpa type, which Granny was taking care of a little bit his dog, which is Courage, and his grandpa kind of just like it. He just said this little catchphrase like "Stupid dog, don't look me too bad," and just put the stupid mask on. That's all I know. So, so far, other than that, I have no idea what they're capable of. Like, I don't even know how their strength is and how good they are in battle. So, if there's a chance that Scooby somehow can pull up a win there, yeah, then we'll see what happens. So, yeah, hi there. Well, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Why? That's okay. But yeah, so what do you guys prediction of who is gonna win in a battle? What do you guys believe? How they're gonna end up with? So this will going on, by the way, live and straight to YouTube afterwards. If I mentioned this one, so all of this will be recorded and we'll be putting up afterwards. So the ones who had no idea what's going on, this is gonna be a straight out live reaction. And the ones who wants to freely say anything in the chat, go ahead and start it off the bat. So anyone who wants to predict a vote or a decision who's gonna win, go ahead and leave it below in the comments right off the bat after the videos are probably done or before it. And the ones who are in the chat, go ahead and take your decision. Who do you think is gonna win, Scooby-Doo or Courage the Cowardly Dog? What are you guys gonna believe to win? My eyes so far wants to go with probably goes with the Courage, but I want to finger crossed to have Scooby-Doo win because what do you think? So yeah, so we have basically a I just a nut-headed dog versus a very normal dog. So yeah, I'm not sure what else I can say for this battle at this point. So we're probably just gonna cut here until the battle resumes. Alright guys, we're back here, and now it's time for the countdown, so be prepared. Who do you guys want to win? Who wants to lose? It is up to you. So I think I'm gonna full screen this one, and you guys are just gonna have to watch it on. I will maybe watch, I might comment something at the end of it, so yeah. Anyways, let's do this now. So here it is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Shady Rays. Scooby-Doo, the miraculous mutt from Mystery Incorporated.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog, straight out of nowhere.
Canis Familiaris, man's best friend, the dog. No animal
The
can
dog.
by humanity's side as long or as loyally.
Even
Also, tell me if it's too loud or not.
Scaredy cats or dogs. He's with my boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, here we go.
Throughout the ages, countless philosophers have posited the same question time and time again.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
From cartoons to comics, from video games to board games, from live theater
To the most incredible major motion picture.
Oh no, not that one.
He's the greatest Dane since Hamlet.
I remember
But his
that.
monumental presence in popular culture belies his humble origins. Born to Momsy and Dada-Doo in Dewsville, USA.
Dewsville ain't what it used to be ever since they moved all those manufacturing jobs to Bangladesh.
The young
That's so
Scoober
sad.
was adopted by the Rogers family and their prodigal gluttonous son, Norville, better known by his friends as Shaggy.
Those friends being
Zoinks!
Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, Fred Jones, and sometimes
With their powers combined, they are Mystery Incorporated, a cadre of snot-nosed teenagers traveling the Nixon-era United States in a cushed-up Volkswagen, foiling seemingly paranormal crimes and unmasking corrupt authority figures.
all of whom definitely would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids and their dog.
Scooby is indispensable in mystery
So many,
investigations. Great Danes were bred by 17th century German nobility to hunt bear, boar, and deer, which means he's a master tracker. Scooby's super sniffer nose can root out the bad guys no matter how well hidden.
They were called Kamarhunda, or chamber dogs, because they
Ah,
stay in their
okay.
prince's chambers and protect them from assassins. Such brave, fearless doggos.
Too bad for Shaggy and the gang, the apple didn't just fall far from the tree, it defied the laws of Newtonian physics and rocketed into space at the speed of light, because Scooby is an absolute coward.
He's terrified of his own shadow and constantly anxious about everything imaginable. And his only motivation is his delicious
Oh yeah, that's right.
snack.
Scooby
Which
snack.
makes it so baffling that he's actually kind of a badass.
Scooby's a master of the dupe, a classic technique of cartoon tricksters.
Sometimes called the power of positive assertion. Scooby flexes his mastery of disguise to fool would-be attackers, like seducing zombies as a belly dancer, or tricking a jester into entering an existential crisis.
This man was so thoroughly convinced to rethink his entire life, he went all the way home and got into bed before realizing he'd been fooled.
Obviously, these disguises shouldn't work at all, but Scooby's just so supernaturally talented, they just do. See, this is a perfect example. No one in their right mind would think that that's anyone but Boomstick in an awful wig and makeup.
That's my mom.
If those disguises sound completely impossible, that's because they are. You might have thought of the Scooby-Doo series as being pretty grounded with all its men and masks, but then one day, the mask did not come off.
That's right, it's Terror Time again! The monsters started being real, and Scooby became just as bonkers to match. Like, remember those Scooby snacks? They started to give him a physical boost in strength, kind of like Popeye's spinach.
That's
Yep.
Shaggy's
He's the
brilliant
famous,
uncle, Albert
he's the
Shackelford,
famous guy.
updated those snacks with nanite technology, giving them a
Actually,
variety
surprisingly,
of different
Popeye is
effects.
actually a very
Everything from
popular character.
invisibility, robotic armor, force
Even stronger than
super
Psych
intelligence, and Panther!
Yeah, nano machines, dog! And we're just getting started. He can stretch and squash his body any way he likes, even duplicating himself or regenerating from damage.
Like being chopped into pieces, crumbling into dust, or just blowing up.
His soul was literally scared out of his body, and both his body and soul kept going at the same time. That doesn't make sense.
He can appear in multiple places at once, ignore the laws of gravity, rewind time with his time scepter or super speed, draw things into existence, and mess with the plot of his own show.
Things getting a little too spooky for him? He'll just cut the commercial break.
It's so stupid, but actually actually makes
A
sense.
gun that instills fear into the hearts of man.
And not like an actual gun, it literally shoots fear.
Or the Chest of Demons, an ark containing 13 monstrous ghosts.
Oh!
Should you be trapped in this grasp, your body and soul will be imprisoned in everlasting torment in this heretofore undiscovered 10th circle of hell.
Neat! Scooby-Doo has dodged laser beams and electromagnetic waves, survived being at the epicenter of an explosion that blew up time, and successfully performed the Zabrinsky Triangle with Shaggy and Maddie Ziegler.
The Zabrinsky Triangle is a dance so unbelievably dangerous that even imperfect executions have caused widespread destruction.
When performed perfectly, it was so beautiful it literally lit up the entire universe and blew up the enormous snow globe containing it. It makes sense if you watch the show. Actually,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't.
Taking this
Actually, no.
literally, we can measure the volume of the broken glass compared to the size of our entire cosmos within it. In order to shatter what is essentially an enormous glass superstructure, each dancer would have to be generating enough energy to destroy our universe 11 quintillion times over.
That's right! Maddie Ziegler is a
Holy
With
smoke!
Scooby-Doo as their nigh omnipotent mascot, Mystery Incorporated has
Okay,
saved the world
now
from
I'm getting
alien invasion,
concerned.
wielded the power of a yellow lantern ring, and was even made a member of the Mystery Analysts of Gotham by Batman himself.
Yes, Batman, the world's greatest detective, recognizes Scooby's skills.
Even facing down and defeating the evil entity, an eldritch dark god, and surviving its death, which rewrote all of reality. Yeah, you know,
Jeez.
the talking dog that crossed over with the
I
Harlem
can't-
Globetrotters and Don Knotts defeated Satan.
What
No
the-
biggie.
So, where is Scooby-Doo? He's solving mysteries and saving the world with his found family.
Also, he's an alien.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? I thought a game theory
Interrupt this
reference.
program to bring you
Alright.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog
Now it's
Show,
Courage
starring
time.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel.
You could say
who
he
lives in
didn't have the
middle of nowhere
courage
with
to
her
come
husband.
in. Oh, sorry.
Creepy stuff happens in nowhere.
It's up to Courage to save his new home.
Stupid Wiz, you make me look bad. Booga booga booga!
Okay.
Breathing on me. Get away.
Sorry, but who wouldn't be excited for one of animation's mightiest mutts?
Courage is an adorable pink beagle with a heart of gold and an undying love for his doting Scottish mistress.
Beagles are hair hunters with intense separation anxiety, excellent senses of smell, and a set of lungs that'll knock your socks off. All of which fits Courage to a T, especially the howling part.
To be fair, Courage has a lot to howl about. Nowhere USA is a magnet for interdimensional weirdness, attracting some of the strangest freaks in the world.
Like master criminals, cats, and LeQuack, mattress demons, mummies, weremoles, mad scientists, gods and goddesses,
Mad
alien
scientists.
robots, alien robots, this chicken, the king of flan, and of course the United States government.
And poor Courage is absolutely terrified of all of it. But his devotion to Muriel means he'll always
that was
step
the
up
perfect
and
time.
fight the good fight.
Good thing he's kind of a genius. He's a brilliant engineer capable of whipping up the most devious of traps almost instantly, and he's got an unending supply of tools at his disposal.
Everything from his trusty mallets, to
Gun on.
grappling hooks, ray
that
guns,
was not good.
flamethrowers, chainsaws, bombs, beagle-sized cannons, yo-yos, a mind control helmet, vampire hunting gear, and the God Bone.
An ancient artifact that is completely irresistible to any mortal dog, forcing them to lick it until they die.
Except for Courage, of course. I guess if you have the willpower to stare down a gigantic purple foot monster, you can resist even the most delicious.
Ugh.
And he can pull
Okay, that's
all of this
gross.
stuff out of his ass anytime he wants. He always has exactly what he needs.
All thanks to his computer named...
Computer? Oh, yeah, I knew it.
Desktop which knows almost anything and everything, even if he has a bit of an attitude about it.
Which means he's always prepared, especially when he can shapeshift his body into literally anything he can think of.
From inanimate objects to
Pretty sure just
monsters to
breaking the fourth
different
wall,
animation
maybe.
mediums entirely. Courage usually uses this as a form of charades to communicate with others, but don't get it twisted. These aren't just visual animation gags. His body
Oh.
is actually shapeshifting.
Courage's body is a canvas upon which his imagination runs wild.
Bob
He can
Ross.
stretch with crazy legs, shrink to
Is that Bob Ross?
microscopic sizes, turn invisible, appear anywhere he wants, or duplicate himself.
He's also effectively immune to damage. Oh, but he's still
Immune to
human.
damage?
But apparently, his sheer
Doesn't make
terror
sense.
overrides it.
Like the times he tore himself in half, or turned himself fully inside out.
Ew.
He somehow vaporized his entire body completely, without even ash remaining, and he just popped back good as new.
Classic cartoon shenanigans, but technically anatomically correct. Until it isn't. Courage can create objects from his imagination and often breaks the fourth wall, directly addressing the audience.
Now, you would think being an impossible-to-kill force of nature would boost his confidence a bit, but isn't that what anxiety does to you? It undermines your sense of self-worth and magnifies the problems around you.
Sure, but Courage is also fighting gods just as powerful as himself. Like this enormous alien which could spike meteors so hard it spun the Earth 1,000 years into the future. That's crazy!
Then Courage got shot out of a cannon that punched him through the moon, only to get slapped by that same alien and sent crashing back to the planet. And he was fine.
Courage is strong enough to physically patch a
I mean,
hole
have
in
you-
the ozone
I mean,
layer,
wait.
hold stars in his hands, and scream so loud he shattered the sun.
A scream
A
like that
sun?
was like getting hit with over 100
I mean, the whole splitting the
billion
uni-
hydrogen bombs all at once. Which is,
Okay, that's a lot.
A lot.
And keep in mind,
Well, the whole
sound waves
universe
from the scream
thing
would have had to
is
travel
kind of
through the
strong, I
near
think.
vacuum of space. Basically a complete
So that
scientific
scream
impossibility.
might actually be
Next time I replace
problems.
my beers in the fridge with LaCroix, I'm getting my boy Jack Spaniels to blow up the sun. You've been warned.
That's not all. One
Okay,
time he
I'm
operated
running.
a helicopter controlling a UFO and pedaled it fast enough to fly past Saturn, enter hyperspace, and cross the Milky Way galaxy.
Though Courage's greatest challenge came from inside his very home. A monster who tortures his poor pooch every single day. A depraved, psychotic motherfucker. The true prince
Oh, yeah.
of darkness.
Oh, that's right, it
The
sounds-
greatest villain in cartoon history. Eustace.
He even collected all of
Honey.
Courage's greatest foes like a legion of doom, all to mercilessly beat Courage to a pulp in a game of dodgeball.
Those all rednecks a bad name, Wiz. I want to end him. low.
Okay, well, Courage's accumulated PTSD always held him back until he met a kindred spirit, another cowardly monster hunting hound, Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Together, they discovered the source of Nowhere's weirdness.
Oh, yeah.
A dark matter meteor that controlled reality itself.
Originally, the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs. Its dark matter can rewrite the laws of physics, control minds, and turn Courage into a giant kaiju.
Taking the meteor for himself, Courage finally faced his fears, defeating this cicada queen goddess thing and saving his family once and for all. Yes, even Eustace.
Check.
So let that be a lesson to any who would encroach upon the Bag's humble farm. It has a protector.
He may be small and he may be scared, but standing up to our fears is what makes us brave in the first place. That's why his name is Courage.
Okay, alright, this is so far interesting. Okay, so, what do you guys think so far is gonna win still? Alright, so I feel like the Scooby, the whole universe thing, kinda still beats Courage Yell. But then again, breaking the sun breaks the whole universe, the whole planet thing. But I feel like the universe thing is kinda stronger still. Anyways. You know, actually, people, I feel like actually Scooby-Doo actually might win this. Like, I don't know. But then again, the Gallbone might be tricky enough to actually withstand, or can actually, you know, beat Scooby. And the fact that it has the orb thing that the Courage had, I think that still has a counter. But I don't know. I feel like Courage somehow can manage. I mean, they said that Scooby can manipulate, they can both transform forms and stuff. But Courage can like regenerate its body a little bit off it, but I don't know how strong it can regenerate. But the question is, how strong can regenerate exactly do? I don't know. I feel like, but then again, maybe they don't talk about. I mean, maybe it's a something between Courage. I don't know. All right. I think that we're gonna still. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm still gonna vote Courage in this one. Alright. Oh! New animation. This is new. Okay, this is completely a little bit odd, but okay. Oh, he betrayed him. That's why that's why they started the battle, because he betrayed him. Oh, don't go hell. Okay. I wonder who's behind the mask. Is it the animator? Okay, what's going on actually? Hi, Godzilla.
How to defeat a great day with speech impediment, eh? You twit.
Uh-oh, here comes that giant... What the heck is... Uh-oh, there goes the gun. There's the gun.
Dogs love their bones, don't they?
Uh-oh, there's the chest. And that's the Scooby snack. Oh no.
Scooby Dad! My name isn't Chad James! It's not!
Huh. Oh, really now? I didn't know that. Uh-oh.
Stupid dogs! You made me look bad! What's that? Well, now! Come here!
Wait, what? Excuse me? What's going on?
Wait, what? Who won?
Wiz, as happy as I am to avoid on-screen dog murder, wasn't one of them supposed to die?
Not since the Great North Central Singularity event of 2015 have we had a result like this. It can't end like this, right?
Wait, excuse me? Okay, this is new.
You'd think the Zabriskie Triangle would be enough to seal the deal, but both pooches could regenerate from basically any kind of physical
So,
damage.
these two can't hurt each other, basically.
In different ways. Scooby was more of a trickster with his dupes, while Courage was a scheming genius. Computer could have given Courage the edge, if not for their canon crossover, where
Okay.
it failed to have solid information on Scooby and the gang.
So I guess it came down to their unique abilities, and for 90% of their arsenals, they were evenly matched. Transmutation, mind control, you get it. Their tunes with basically anything, except for the chest of demons and the dark matter meteor.
Sure, the chest could theoretically always trap Courage, but he'd always be able to escape and destroy it with the dark matter meteor.
But Scooby could repair the damage by reversing time and then trap him again.
And then Courage would break out again. You know where this is going.
Ultimately, this battle between man's best friends would never end.
But this is a death battle. Somebody has to die.
Someone did, Wiz. Someone did.
Let me tell you that you're kind of scary sometimes.
I don't
A little
like
bit.
dog killers.
Scooby and Courage were incredibly tough opponents that could go blow for blow for blow. They were smart, powerful, and incredibly broken.
Doggone it, Wiz. I guess you could say Eustace had one hell of a rough day. I shit you not. Oh, ooh, those were awful.
Haha.
Battle is a draw.
It's a draw! It's been years since I've heard of a draw.
I'm Ben, voice of Wiz.
Alright,
So
who's
if you're
next?
watching, We are about to announce the next episode.
Alright, who's
But
next?
Before we do that, if you're not a Death Battle
Be
member,
prepared.
hit the join button below. See what you're missing.
Alright, who's next? Rick? Is that Rick? Where's who? Rick versus the Doctor. Okay, now that is gonna be someone everyone's gonna yell about. Okay, now that is actually kind of interesting. Okay, well that's kind of crazy. Rick from Rick and Morty versus the Doctor. All right, that is something hyped about. Okay, well then, I hope you guys enjoyed this so far. So, this is by far the most interesting battle because I never knew this battle would have ended up with a draw. I thought they were going to actually hurt each other, but it turns out this has been years since they had a draw battle. Ever since they did Chuck Norris versus whoever the other guy is, but a draw between these two characters? I could have never been more happier. You know what? This sort of deserves a clap. But yeah, what do you guys think? Who do you feel like should have won I guess. But yeah, are you guys satisfied with the death battle? Do you guys feel like who would have won? Do you guys okay with that being a draw or something? Because I felt like that was a W for me. I felt like this by far is the most satisfying and the most expected and great actually animation, by the way. Really quality, amazingly good. But also pretty interesting how they ended up with the battle. So technically they did solve the mystery, which ended up to being the old man from from Courage the Cowardly Dog. So, but then they also solved the mystery, so technically it would be Scooby-Doo's job, but yeah, it would be perfectly say this one would be a 50-50 down. So I'm officially saying this is a checkup and a thumbs up for me. So I guess I hope you guys enjoy this one. And how do you feel like this battle? Would you feel like one of these should have been dead, or do you feel like this battle was pretty much satisfied? Do you guys enjoyed it? Let me know in the comments. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction. Thank you guys for watching for today's little reaction. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and we'll be seeing you guys a little bit later on because I think I'm going to be uploading a Lumion sweep after this one, currently going on live. And as always, stay lucky out there.